Okay, people. So watch this video if you want a ML, GL, anything Mercedes diesel, because this information, I don't know if anybody stumbled on this problem, or maybe just me. So I give you a little story. Just be patient with me. Maybe this is not going to be interesting, but you have to hear the whole entire story of it. So I bought this car from Texas. It's a 2008 320 CDI, which is a diesel V6. It has 192,000 miles on it. It had mechanical issue. So one of those mechanical issue, what I noticed is this oil canister, which I do have a video on it, was leaking right here really bad, and Mercedes do not offer this gasket, so you have to either buy the whole assembly or you can get a Dorman part number to split this open and change this gasket. Come to find out, the whole entire assembly with new oil filter and new cap, the whole thing is like a little under $200, so I ended up replacing that. Then I had a problem with pulleys. So I replaced a couple pulleys on it, which I bought it from Mercedes. They are cheaper than actually aftermarket. And I power washed the engine off. Then I had no headlights, and stupid me, I should have checked the little light bulbs. But the weird thing about it, the both headlights would not work. Low beams would not work and high beams would work. So, and then my wipers would not work and my rear wiper don't work. So you see this fuse box right here? I have two relay missing, couple fuses. There's something else was missing. So this is original box right here, and that's how it came with. And I had quite a few things were missing. So I went in online and actually got the fuse box layout, and I got confused because online there is no like legit fuse box layout. So it kind of gives you approximately, then it's like, hold on a second, I do have this option, but I don't have a fuse there, and it says 20, but it actually should take 15. Anyway, so I check all the fuses, and all the fuses was good. And what confused me, I have a couple missing right here, these things. Then, like I said, two relays. So I end up getting relays and put relays up there. The vehicle was running when I did that, and it would not start again. I literally was losing my mind. I trying to find something on forums. I'm trying to find on eBay. Some people talking about the SAM, which is some sort of control module or whatever it is. I ran all the wires, looked through my scanner. I did so much information because I was mind blown. Anytime I hook up my scanner to, I don't see transmission, I don't see the engine, I don't see the airbag modular. There's so many modules you would not see. And it blew my mind away. It's like, what costs to have a problem? So the only one thing I found, the guy says, it was missing one of the B15 posts or something like that. I don't know exactly the name of it for. So it's a ground. That's what's misinformation. So I will tell you what happened. So I messed with the vehicle long enough, trying to switch to all these relays with the rear. So you have a fuse box here, you have a fuse box on the passenger side right here, and then you have a fuse box in the rear. And another thing, my trunk lid would not work. And right here's another fuse box. So all this relay's been switched over, checked over all the fuses, and then you will have fuses in your battery compartment, which is right there. And there's a fuses, big fuses inside of here. So I went on and beyond. I got so damn frustrated because this is the personal problem. So anytime I have a vehicle, it has an issue, but you have at least some sort of clue what you need to look into. In this situation, first time in my lifetime, I stumbled on something where I was completely clueless. trying to talk with the Mercedes, they're like, dude, like we can't give you any advice. It's just against our policy. But keep looking. It's got to be something real simple. So you guys see, I got 2 fuse boxes. What it come down to, it actually a fuse box was burned up. And way I noticed, I took a jumper wire, and I will explain to you what it does. And this is your always positive, and I ran a wire underneath it. So if I give positive to this fuse, its ignition will come on. So what was happening, everything was working. So I can turn the ignition on, my dashboard will light up, but then when I'm trying to crank, the vehicle would not start. So right now, when I turn the ignition on, I just changed the fuse box. I can hear my fuel pumps buzzing, my turbo actuators start moving. I can hear the swirl inside. I can hear the fuel pumps pumping. Everything start working on the engine. And the vehicle actually will start. Prior to that, did not. In a way, I see it runs now. I need to clear the check engine. Way determine what was the problem is, if you have similar issues. So what do? This is your fuse box. It gets control. This fuse box controls everything on the engine and transmission. I don't have a layout, but you can Google it and kind of gives you idea, like I said before, what is this, each individual fuse does. If you have a vehicle ignition comes on, but nothing comes on in the engine, keep messing with this fuse box. If you missing relays, so you do grab a jumper wire, figure out which one is always positive, and then just start jumping. If your vehicle does not start already, don't afraid. So what I end up doing, basically, this thing was burned prior to me, and that's why this vehicle was mechanical. And then I pretty much determined by burning this thing more, because if I smell it, it actually smells burned. So this thing inside here, I did took it apart. If you pull this cover off, there's a motherboard, and this is your positive, runs all the way across, and then everything comes out, and then everything plugs in, it comes out of here, and goes whatever to all the modulars. The chances are this thing is burned up. And I never, I don't know how many vehicles I work in my life, and same thing as the semis, I never had a fuse box would screw up the thing so bad where you have no idea what to look. The scanner tool at this situation is absolutely worthless, believe it or not, because it will just give you have faults, no communication with the things, but where to look, all the fuses are fine, all the wires are fine. When I jumped the wires, when I did this jump wire trick, the vehicle will start, it will run, but when you shut the key off, the engine will not shut off. So I determined I will start from this fuse box, and thank God that's what it was. So kind of brief info on this. So apparently now I can say the Mercedes do have a problem burning this fuse box. I bought a used one. It was a little over $100, I believe, or a little under $100. And the problem actually fixed. So now we can put this back on. And my headlights, I said they weren't working. So actually both of the light bulbs were burned out. And my wipers actually start working. Actually, everything works. All the lights work now. Everything. So whatever was inside burned out. It's pretty much like once again, it's a motherboard with starter roads, and it does distributing power or whatever needs to come on. So apparently one of them was burned out. And I had no luck to take this apart and actually see those electrical roads, I call them. I don't know the proper name for it, but you can smell it's burning, and you can smell it was burned. But I'm like super pumped by fixing this issue. So I actually end up successfully fixing another Mercedes. So thanks for watching all. Hopefully this info helps somebody.